Everyone, my name is Amol More and welcome to our channel Solution to Blackbook. Now today one of our students has asked us to derive the sine AP formula. But first of all we need to understand what is a sine AP. Sine AP is actually a sine arithmetic progression series in which the angles of the sine will always be in arithmetic progression. For example, suppose if you have y is equal to sine of a plus sine of a plus d plus sine of a plus 2d and so on, and the last term, which is the nth term, is sine of a plus n minus 1d. Now forget the sign and just look at the angles a plus d, a plus 2d, so and so and so, and the nth term is, which is tn, a plus n minus 1d. Now this looks very familiar to us because these are the terms of AP. It's just that they are put into the angles of the sine. Very simple. Now in order to have this sum in a very beautifully manner written, I will express sine as S and cos as C, so that I take little space and it looks nicer. Otherwise it will become clumsy. Okay, so I will rewrite this. Y is equal to sine of A plus sine of A plus D plus sine of a plus 2d and so on, and the nth term is sine of a plus n minus 1d. Okay, now the trick over here is to multiply and divide the expression by 2 sine d by 2. Here a is the first term and d is the common difference, as everyone knows. So we will multiply and divide by 2 sine d by 2. Okay, I hope you are comfortable with this new expression of replacing sine by S and cos by C. You should also actually try the same. 2 sine A sine D by 2. See, every expression will be multiplied. 2 sine A plus D sine D by 2 plus 2 sine A plus 2D sine D by 2 and so on. And the last term would be 2 sine a plus n minus 1d and sine d by 2. This is our expression. Now in order to express this in a very systematic manner, we will solve each term. That would be very nicer. So we are going to solve actually each term. But before that, I would like you to know that if you have 2 sine A sine B, then the formula is actually cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. Okay, so this is the basic prerequisite for this sum, which you should know. Okay, so 2 sine of A sine of B is actually cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. Very well. So let us move ahead and let us write down 2 sine A sine of D by 2. So this will be nothing but cos of A minus D by 2 minus cos of A plus D by 2. Good. Then let us write down the next term. Next term would be 2 sine of A plus D by, let us check what was the second term. 2 sine of A plus D, very sorry. 2 sine of A plus D and sine of D by 2. Let us apply the same formula. Cos of, instead of A we have A plus D, so A plus D minus D by 2 would be plus D minus D by 2 would be A plus D by 2 minus cos of A plus D plus D by 2. D plus D by 2 would be A plus 3D by 2. Let us do it once again so as to make you understand. A plus D minus D by 2 is the first term. D minus D by 2 is D by 2. Then the second term is A plus D by 2, which is A plus 3D by 2. Okay. So such things will go on, and then we will write down the last term. So the last term is 2 sine of A plus n minus 1 D and sine of D by 2. Very important. Okay. So this will take much space so as to make you understand. So I am going to take some steps for that. Okay, so first of all, let us subtract those angles. A plus ND minus D, that is the first angle, minus D by 2. Okay, let us see it once again. a minus b, a plus nd minus d by 2. Okay, so this would be a plus nd minus 3d by 2, a plus nd minus 3d by 2 minus. Okay, very well. So let us move now and add them. A plus nd minus d plus d by 2, a plus b we have done. So this will be a plus nd minus d plus d by 2 minus d plus d by 2. What would that be? So that we need to see. So minus d plus d by 2 would just be plus d by 2. That's what it will be. Okay, so basically what we have done is, oh very sorry, I made a mistake. Minus d plus d by 2 is actually equal to minus d by 2. Yes, now it is totally right. So this is our second angle, which is cos of a plus nd minus d by 2. Okay, so that ways we have gotten all the answers. Okay, so let us go back and check what we have done. So basically what we have done is applied to sin a sin b formula, which is cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b to every term in this particular summation. Okay, so the last summation only you need to understand in detail. I think these two are pretty much clear. So first of all, we add and subtract the angle. So let us first subtract once again. A plus nd minus d by 2 would be this. Okay, then let us add a plus nd minus d plus d by 2. So minus d plus d by 2 is actually equal to minus d by 2. So that's what I have written. Okay, I hope you have understood this now. Okay, now we have to add all the terms. So let us add all the terms. So once we add, see, minus cos of a plus d by 2, cos of a plus d by 2 cancelled, minus cos of a plus 3 by d by 2 will be cancelled over here, and such cancellation will go on. Only the first and the last term will remain. So the addition of this all the terms is nothing but equal to what? Cos of a minus d by 2 minus cos of a plus nd minus d by 2. Okay, but for this also we have a formula, so we will apply that. What is that formula? That formula is cos c minus cos d. So cos c minus cos d, what is the formula for cos c minus cos d? So it is simply minus 2 sine of c plus d by 2 into sine of c minus d by 2. That is the formula. Okay, so let us write down cos of a minus d by 2, cos of a minus d by 2 minus cos of a plus nd minus d by 2. Okay, a plus nd minus d by 2. Now you might have understood the use of writing down cosine as c. Okay, so that will be equal to, I'll require more space over here. So let us take the space, minus 2 sine of, let us first add both the angles, a minus d by 2 plus a plus nd minus d by 2 upon 2, and then subtract both the angles, a minus d by 2 minus a minus nd plus d by 2 upon 2. Okay, so I hope you understood how did I divide them. So observe very carefully. Over here minus d by 2 and minus d by 2 will become minus d. Very good. So this particular thing will become minus 2 sine of, what would it become? Let us see, minus 2 sine of a plus a 2a, and then minus d by 2 minus d by 2 would be minus d. So 2a plus nd minus d by 2. Very good. And then over here this a will get cancelled. A got cancelled. Okay. And this minus d by 2 and plus d by 2 also got cancelled. And what remain is sine of minus nd by 2. Okay. So let us use this minus sign to make this minus plus, because we already know that sine is an odd function. So this minus and this minus can become plus, this minus going inside. So now we have got the expression which is simplified totally. So our expression was, in short, this y is equal to 1 upon 2 sine d by 2 into this particular big expression, which is now simplified to this. So this we can write down. So let us write down, therefore y is equal to 1 upon 2 sine d by 2 into, what is the expression, 2 sine, let us write down 2 sine, and what is inside, 2a, and let us take d common. Okay, so 2a plus, if we take d common, it will be n minus 1 d by 2. If we take d common, it will be n minus 1 d by 2, and then sine n d by 2, sine of n d by 2. Okay, so let us rewrite it once again by cancelling 2. So we have sine of n d by 2 upon sine of d by 2 into sine of 2a plus n minus 1d the whole upon 2. So this is the formula for our sine AP series, in which a is the first term and a is the common difference and n is the number of terms. That is how we solve the formula for sine AP series. I hope you understood, and by using the sine AP series, many mains type of sums and advanced type of sums especially can be solved. Similarly, there is a cosine AP series which you can solve on the similar lines, and let me know after you solve that inside the comment box. If you liked this video, please comment on the video, share this video, do spread the knowledge, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching the video, guys.